It's like almost a celebration. I'm back to business. Eating is my business and business is good.
Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be talking about Candy, or more popularly known as Hungry Fat Chick. And we actually did a video about Candy recently, talking about the fact that maybe she was thinking about getting back into mukbangs, and her maybe not really loving that idea, but not sure what she should be doing. So before we get into that, if you're not familiar, just a quick rundown. Hungry Fat Chick, or Candy, she does videos on YouTube. A lot of them, how she got popular was by doing mukbangs, so eating in front of camera. Her biggest thing has always been that she's a pretty large woman, and she eats a lot of food on camera, and that garnered her a lot of popularity. She did a lot of videos with Nikocado Avocado, and she got a lot of popularity from doing these mukbangs. But you know, in the past few years, she's talked about having health issues and just wanting to maybe stop doing mukbangs or not doing them as much, because she's obviously very aware that they're not great for her health. But she's always kind of struggled to not do them because they have become a significant part of the income that she receives and how she's able to, you know, live her life and pay her rent and all of that kind of stuff. And so it's always been really difficult for her to stop doing these mukbangs because it's become so intertwined with her life. And so she has been going on and off trying to get off of them, not do them as often, make different kind of content on her YouTube channel. And then so recently she was trying to do like weight loss kind of vlogs, sharing her journey with trying to lose weight and the struggles that she was having with that. And when she first kind of started doing this, she had a lot of support. You know, I kind of talked about it when it first happened, and I was really happy for her because, I mean, like, full transparency, I like Candy. I think that she is a very nice person and a very kind person, and I want to see her succeed. I just want to make that very clear. I really like Candy. Like, I genuinely think she's a nice person. I'm sure she's made her mistakes. We all have. But, like, when I see her, I can't help but like feel, I don't know, a certain like tenderness. Like, I want to see her succeed in a lot of aspects of life, but obviously mainly right now in weight loss, because it seems that that's something that she really wants. And I think that she understands that it's really important that she loses weight for, you know, just health in general and being able to be around a little bit longer. And so we made a video kind of talking about, you know, her waffling back and forth between doing mukbangs and not. And recently she kind of has gone fully back into doing these mukbangs. So this is a video that she uploaded on her channel called Huge Italian Feast ASMR Mukbang. And we're not going to watch the video. I've watched most of it, as you can see. It's her eating food, right? And so she basically kind of has gone back and started doing mukbangs. And she actually made a post on her YouTube channel. It's a community post 2 days ago. So this was like, I think the same day that she posted the actual mukbang video. And she kind of talks about this a little bit. And so she goes on to say, "It's been that kind of week. I'm stressing myself out too much, and it's time to get my stuff or get off the pot. My channel began as a mukbang channel, and I was an absolute fool to try and change that," because she tried to change that and make, you know, weight loss videos and other types of videos, because again, she was like, mukbangs are not for me. It's not healthy for me to do. My health journey will continue in private with monthly weight updates posted on my Amazura Dark Star channel. I think that's just another channel she has. I'm going to take a break till I am in the right space to refocus, and I will try to do my best to maintain in the meantime. I know this is a huge disappointment to many of you, so thank you to those who are rooting for me, but I have to do what's right for me in the moment. This is not the progress any of us want to see. I feel like a fraud. I feel like I'm full of crap. I gas myself up and totally set myself up for inevitable failure. The only way to fail is to quit, and even though it will look like it here, I'm not actually quitting, just figuring out and hoping I can get my channel back in its proper course, right? And so this is a graph of showing her that she's gained weight, 5.4 pounds, right? And the comments on this post are actually really kind, right? A lot of people saying, you know, you just stick to it, you're doing great. The comments on this are pretty kind, like what you would probably expect from someone that is in that position, that's, you know, struggling with weight loss. And I think most people that are probably watching this video, and I'm assuming the people that left those nice comments are people that can relate to that, right? They understand what it's like to want to lose weight. And I think people can even understand what it feels like to gas yourself up, right? Like, I know for me, when I actually started losing the weight, the time that I actually got it off, I didn't really tell people because I had such a history with getting really excited about the fact that I was going to start a new diet, start this new thing, and this was going to be the thing that works for me. I'm going to be able to lose weight, and this is it. And so I tell everybody, and then I fall off the wagon, and then people would ask me, hey, how's the weight loss coming? And I would have to tell them I quit, right? And that was always like the most embarrassing, worst thing to do. And so imagine that, but it is magnified so much more because you have put it on YouTube and you have, thousands of people watching every video that you're putting up, and how much, and just how different people are on the internet than in real life, right? They're a little bit more harsh on the internet. I don't know if you know, but that's something that's true. And so you're dealing with that, and that is really, really hard to deal with, right? And so I can empathize and I can relate to that. And so, all of this kind of culminated in this video, right? So Huge Italian Feast, ASMR mukbang eating show. So she basically goes back to what she was doing before. Why would she do this, right? That's kind of the first question that I think people would have. I think the most obvious one is that this is what pays the bills, right? Like, she is a content creator, regardless of if you think this is content that you yourself would watch or not. Like, she has to think in the vein of, I need to pay bills, I need to get views equal money, and so I'm going to do what gets the views. And I know the argument would be, well, I'd watch videos of her trying to lose weight, and I understand that, and like, I wish that was true, but the track record shows that people were not interested, right? The videos were not doing as well on her channel. The weight loss videos, people weren't watching them, right? And so you're kind of at an impasse at that point, because like, when you've made your job content creation, if the videos aren't doing well, you cannot sustain that and still pay your bills, because it's just not possible, right? Like, she doesn't have another job. This is what she does. And the other argument is like, why don't you just get another job? I understand that. I see that point of view, right? Why don't you just get a quote unquote real job and just get a regular job? And I wouldn't necessarily say that that's impossible. I do think that there are probably some things that she could do, but I think, like, as respectful as I can be with the size that she is, that's going to be very difficult, right? And so, like, I think that content creation or being able to work from home is like the thing that she's going to have to do, at least right now where she's at currently with her health. And so I really struggle with this, because obviously I want to see Candy succeed in weight loss. Like, I really, really do, more than anything. But I also don't want her to like be struggling so much financially that she doesn't know what she's going to do, and she's like terrified. So when I first saw this video, right, if I'm being completely honest, like, when I first saw this video, there's a piece of hair stuck in my mouth. When I first saw this video, obviously it was like, man, that's too bad, right? Like, that really is a bummer. But then when I kind of thought about it, it just makes sense. Like, she tried to make the weight loss videos, and it's interesting because I've talked about this before, and there is a difference in my mind between like Candy and someone like Amberlynn Reed, right? So Candy, her channel started from her eating food on camera. That was the whole thing, right? She wasn't a weight loss channel. She didn't make a channel trying to lose weight and then failed, right? She was a mukbang channel that actually succeeded, right? She succeeded in the mukbangs, and people started watching, and more people were drawn to it, and they were interested. And so then she got a fan base, and people started watching, and it's a really interesting position that she's in right now, and one that I can relate to an extent. So with Candy, like, I understand what it's like to be a content creator, and like, say you're not like, you're like, I can relate to her because I understand what it's like. Like, on my videos, I'm not getting millions of views, right? So I am able to pay my bills, but I am not living lavishly, able to just like buy whatever I want, right? Like, I make enough money to pay my bills, and I am really, 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 really appreciative of the people that watch my videos. They talk a lot about the parasocial relationship between content creators and their fans, or the people, their supporters. And I definitely get that. And I fully agree with a lot of the stuff. It can be really weird, but also there's like this flipped thing too. When you're a content creator, it's really hard to like, you are so appreciative of the people that are watching your videos because they are literally making it so you can, live a life, right? Pay your bills and pay rent and all of this stuff. And so you are so thankful for those people, But in reality, most of the people that are watching your videos, they watch the video and they don't really think much about you for the rest of the day, right? They're like, oh, that was a cool video. Okay, moving on. But for us, like for me, all I think about is YouTube. All I think about is the videos I'm making. This is all, it consumes my mind. And so you feel like you and your life is so much bigger of a deal to these people than it really is, right? And so I understand. It's like, it's really, really hard to not get that, to not have that mentality. I don't know if this makes any sense to any of you that don't make videos. I understand this is a very niche thing, but I'm just trying to explain, like, this is why I think I feel so strongly and I feel so empathetically for, I don't know if that's a word, for Candy. Because I understand the easiest thing for me to do would be come on here, make a video about Candy being like, oh my God, she can't even keep the weight off. Look, she's doing mukbangs again. What a failure. What a loser. Oh my God. If she would just lose the weight, so many people would be happy and they'd watch her videos. But the fact of the matter is that is not what happened, right? She was successful in losing some weight. She lost a good amount. The views were not there. People were not watching. And like, is that Candy's fault? You could argue it, right? Like you cultivated an audience that wanted a specific thing. And if you're not doing that specific thing, people aren't going to watch. This is what I've always said. Like with Candy, it's very different than Amberlynn Reed, which is what I brought up earlier, because Amberlynn Reed, when she first started, she was very clearly someone that was trying to lose weight and wanted to be successful in that. And then she kind of failed, and then it became this whole thing. And I think a lot of the people that watch her videos now, I mean, they would be happy to see her lose weight, but they also are along for the ride. They really don't care. They just like to see where everything goes, right? But with Candy, it was never that. Like, it was never, oh, I want to watch this person because they are going to be successful. I really want to root for them. Like, the majority of the people that were watching her videos were just like, I want to watch someone eat food. And that there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make you a bad person. But so when she changes to trying to lose weight, the audience just isn't there. And then when you're relying on those views to pay the bills, I mean, it just makes sense that she has gone back to do these mukbangs. Like, it just makes complete sense. And it really is a bummer. Like it's clear that, so if you look at the views, so this has 28,000 views. And if you look at the views for other videos, it's not like it's doing fantastically more, but significantly better than most of the other videos that she's been putting up, right? 10,000, 13,000, 9,000. This one had 20,000, right? And it's like, she always talks about whenever she's talking about like being sad or depressed, like those videos will do better, right? She put up this video an hour ago, which is her reacting to an old mukbang that she did, 1.2 thousand views. Like, there is a significant difference in the views from a non-mukbang video to the views of a mukbang video. So the audience is obviously there to watch these videos, right? At least that's probably what she is thinking. This is what she is seeing. But the thing that's kind of a bummer, which is not that surprising, but if you read some of the comments, they are not the nicest. And there were some people that were like, unsubscribing, right? Embarrassing what money makes you do. We were rooting for you. That's too bad to see she's eating carbs when she's doing good on her carnivore keto diet. She doesn't have enough money to move, but she can afford to order this much food. Come on, Candy. You know this isn't worth it. Like, I understand where people are coming from with those types of comments, but I also, the whole reason I'm trying to make this, I wanted to make this video is because I understand where Candy is coming from. And again, I'm not sitting here saying that Candy is right. I'm not sitting here saying the people that are watching the videos that are upset are right. This is not what this is about. This is just me pointing out something that is interesting. I've talked about mukbangs on YouTube so much, and this is such, to me at least, an interesting like case study of the relationship a creator would have with their audience and then trying to switch that up. Like, I don't know. I'm curious, genuinely, what do you think about this? Like, do you think that Candy's wrong for going back to what obviously is paying the bills? Like, I'm curious what people think, because this is really interesting to me, and I want to see Candy succeed. Like, genuinely, as a person, I want to see her life improve. Like, it's that simple for me. And so I'm genuinely curious what y'all think down in the comment section down below. Let me know. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.